There are so many different things that we can buy in GTA Online, but we need to make a ton of money to get these items. So today in this video, I will show you the top 9 ways to make millions in GTA Online so you can buy whatever you want. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Since the launch of this game, Rockstar has introduced a lot of different ways to make money, and it honestly can be confusing at this point what you should and should not do. But I've been playing this game for a long time now, and I'm standing right now in my penthouse inside the casino, which is one of the most expensive properties that you can get in this game. So let's just say you want to buy this penthouse right here. Well, you're going to need to make a lot of money. So I'm going to share with you the top 9 ways to make millions in GTA Online. And coming in at number 9 is probably going to be a surprise for most of you, but you got to hear me out on this one, and it's going to be time trials. Now, when I'm talking about time trials, I'm talking about the 4 different time trials that are in the game right now. So that includes the normal time trial, the HSW time trial, the RC Bandito time trial, and the Junk Energy time trial that just came out a few weeks ago. Now, the Junk Energy time trial and the RC Bandito time trial, you can do every single day for $50,000. And then the normal time trial and the HSW time trial, you can do once every single week. The normal time trial gives you $100,000, and the HSW time trial gives you $250,000. Now, the money that you get from doing this is going to be the lowest on this list, but this still makes this list for one reason and one reason only, and that is going to be the time that you have to put in to do this, which is pretty much nothing at all. I mean, you could probably do all 4 of these time trials in like 10 minutes if you're really good, but realistically maybe like 15 minutes. That's a ton of money for 15 minutes. And another reason why this is good is that you can do this solo. You don't need any help from any other players, unlike some of the other ways to make money. Now, if you only do the normal time trial and the HSW time trial every single week, you'll just get $350,000, and that's probably only like 6 minutes of work. Now, I know this is going to be a huge commitment, but if you come back to GTA Online every single day and do the RC Bandito time trial and the Junk Energy time trial every single day, you'll make a total of $700,000 every week. So in total, for doing time trials every week, you can earn a potential of $1,050,000. And this can be pretty much, you just log onto the game, you quickly do these time trials, and then boom, you do something else, like one of the other things I'll mention later on in this list. But time trials are a quick way to make a decent amount of money, and that's why it is making it at the number 9 spot. Now, coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the bunker. Now, the bunker is a great way to make money, all because of its passive income generation. And what that means is once you set up this business, it operates as a passive business. So let's just say you're doing those time trials, like I just mentioned earlier. While you're doing those time trials, you're gaining product from the bunker. So yeah, you can just focus on other activities while the bunker is producing goods. Now, you have to make sure you acquire supplies so that you can produce some product, but as long as you have supplies in your bunker, the bunker will start generating more and more product. And then the bunker, unlike, I don't know, let's just say some of the MC businesses, the bunker gives you a ton of money. Like if you have it maxed out, you could be looking upwards of $1 million per sell mission. This is only passive income too. So you could be doing time trials, you could be doing heists that I'll mention later on in this video. And while you're doing that, the bunker is just making more and more product that can get you over $1 million. And also, unlike the MC businesses, this business is more solo friendly in my opinion than the MC businesses. So that is why the bunker is coming in at the number 8 spot. And coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be the Special Cargo Warehouse. Now, if you don't know how the Special Cargo Warehouse works, you essentially run special cargo missions that involve purchasing and collecting different types of cargo, and then later on, you can sell off that cargo that you just stole for a profit. And every once in a while, you'll get the opportunity to get some even more valuable cargo. And when you get the opportunity to get this even more valuable cargo, you should definitely take it, because this even more valuable cargo is going to get you a lot more money than one normal piece of cargo. And then pretty recently, Rockstar introduced a new character in the game called Lupe, and Lupe, or one of her warehouse staff members, can source random cargo for $7,500. So instead of having to run that mission, you can just send Lupe or one of her staff to pick up some cargo and bring it back to your cargo warehouse. So pretty much you can either use this business pretty actively, you can source all the crates yourself, or or you can just get Lupe to source them for you. You have the flexibility to do whatever you want. And if you fully max out a large cargo warehouse, you can make upwards of $2 million. It's going to take a while for you to get all the way up to that $2 million mark, but still, you will have the opportunity with this business to sell for over $2 million. And then Rockstar pretty frequently, I feel like, boosts this business so you can make even more money when you do sell off your crates from here. But that is why the special cargo warehouse is going to come in at our number 7 spot. And coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be auto shop contracts. Now for auto shop contracts, you can go to your auto shop and you can go upstairs and there is a board with a list of different jobs that you can do on it. And then you can select one of these jobs and these jobs will take you right around 30 minutes to complete. Now most of these auto shop contracts pretty much pay out like right around like $180,000 to $200,000 if you include the money that you get from doing the setups. But there is one auto shop contract that can make you right around $300,000, and that is going to be the Union Depository contract. And the Union Depository contract, even though it gives you the most amount of money, it is probably, in my opinion, one of the easier auto shop contracts to do. So I said you can probably do auto shop contracts in right around 30 minutes. This one I feel like you can do kind of in between like 20 and 25 minutes. You can do this incredibly quickly, and you're not really supposed to do the same auto shop contract over and over, but there are different methods that you can use in order to get by that. So if you just grind out the Union Depository contract over and over, you can make a decent amount of money. And then also Rockstar is making auto shop contracts pretty frequently nowadays, triple money and RP. So if you catch an auto shop contract in a week where it is triple money and RP, you're gonna make a ton of money off of doing the Union Depository contract. So pretty much you'll be making $900,000 in less than 30 minutes for that week, and that's pretty insane in my opinion. But that is the main reason why the auto shop contracts are going to come in at the number 6 spot. So coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the hangar. Now at the hangar, you can store the aircraft that you purchase in this game and customize it there. Now why it's on this list is for the actual business that you can run out of the hangar. Now if we looked at this business a year ago, this business would not be on this list. But I am looking at this business in 2023 after the Mercenaries DLC, and boy, this business has gained a lot of buffs since the Drug Wars DLC. Now this business runs very similarly to the special cargo warehouse. Now since the Mercenaries DLC, they added in a new guy that just hangs out in your hangar, and his name is Rooster, and he can go source out crates for you. Or you can also, like the special cargo warehouse, go on missions to get these specific crates. Now you can hold a total of 50 crates inside of your hangar, and every single crate has a value of $30,000. But if you start collecting a lot of one single product, you'll start to get bonuses, and the bonuses are depending on what cargo that you get from the hangar. But if you want to make the most amount of money from the hangar, you should be sourcing narcotics, chemicals, or medical supplies. Just pick one of those items and just keep sourcing that one product. So if you max out your hangar with just one of these products, it'll give you a 70% bonus on the crate value. So if you were to sell off a hangar without any of these bonuses, you'll be just making $1,500,000. Now you're probably thinking like, why is he talking so down on $1,500,000? It's because you're missing out on over $1 million that you could potentially be getting. So let's just say if you have 50 out of 50 of one of the 3 best items that you can source, which is going to be narcotics, chemicals, and medical supplies, you'll be getting a 70% bonus, which then that'll give you $2,550,000, a lot more than $1,500,000. So for the potential of you making $2,550,000, that is why the hangar is coming in at the number 5 spot. Now coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Diamond Casino Heist. So in order to start up the Diamond Casino Heist, you need to own an arcade, and then in the basement of that arcade, you'll start to plan out this big scheme in order to rob the Diamond Casino. Now robbing the Diamond Casino can potentially make you a lot of money, and there's a variety of approaches that you can select for doing this heist, which you can do the aggressive approach, which, well, obviously within the name, you can just go in, you know, make yourself heard and just kind of push your way in and steal whatever is in the vault. You can do the silent and sneaky approach, which is pretty much the opposite of the aggressive approach. Instead of being seen, you will not be seen in the silent and sneaky approach if you do it correctly, or you have the big con approach, which is when you dress up as a worker that does work within the Diamond Casino. So there's different ways for you to do this Diamond Casino heist. But my only problem with this heist, and what I think is keeping this heist back, is that you have to do this with at least one other person. So if you're doing this with randoms, then that random can just hold you back, unfortunately, which I've had that happen to me a lot in my Loser to Luxury series. But that's really the only reason why it's being held back, and that's the reason why it's only at my number 4 spot. And coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Nightclub. Now, the main reason why the Nightclub is ahead of the hangar, the special cargo warehouse, and the bunker is because you don't really have to think about the Nightclub in order for the Nightclub to make money. Now, that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but let me explain it to you. Now, the business that the Nightclub closely relates to within this list is going to be the bunker. Now, for the bunker, you need to have supplies in order for product to start collecting its way up. Now, with the Nightclub, you do not have to have any supplies at all. Now, when you get the Nightclub, as long as you get every single technician in order to start collecting product, you can just sit back and the Nightclub will just start making more and more and more money. So like the special cargo warehouse and the hangar will probably in total make more money, but you have to put work into those businesses. With the Nightclub, once you get the Nightclub set up, you can just sit back, you can do whatever you want. You can do a Diamond Casino heist like I just mentioned, and the Nightclub is just making more and more product. So like the bunker and the MC businesses are technically passive businesses, but you do need to interfere every once in a while and collect some supplies for those businesses. But with the bunker, it is a truly passive business until you actually want to sell off the product. So then you can just do a quick sell mission, which probably won't take you more than 10 minutes, and boom, you could be making over $1 million with this business. So that is why the Nightclub is coming in at the number 3 spot. And coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the contract. So in order to start up the contract, you actually need to buy an agency, and then you need to do one security contract. And then once you do that one security contract, you unlock the ability to do a VIP contract, which is going to be the main way you make money from this agency. And then from there, you learn that Dr. Dre's music has been leaked, and Dr. Dre wants some help in order to get that music back and get revenge on the people that stole his music. So we help him out in that regard, and then in the end, we make $1 million. Now, this will probably make you less money than the Diamond Casino heist, but the reason I have the Diamond Casino heist at the number 4 spot compared to the contract at the number 2 spot is for 2 main reasons. So the first reason is that the contract is actually, in my opinion, a little bit quicker to do. For the most part, if you want to do the Diamond Casino heist correctly, the setups and everything are probably going to take you, I don't know, like an hour and 30 minutes if you're doing it solo. Then the actual heist itself can take you like 15 minutes, but that's all depending on if you actually have a good partner. Now, the contract will actually take you right around, like, I feel like an hour and 15 minutes after you do it the first time. The first time you're gonna have to sit through some cutscenes and whatnot, but the contract in total, I feel like will take you an hour and 15 minutes. But the second reason why I put the contract ahead of the Diamond Casino heist is that you can actually do the contract solo. So no players are actually going to be dragging you down. That is the main reason why it's ahead of the Diamond Casino heist. And that is the main reason why it is coming in at the number 2 spot. And the number 1 way to help you make millions in GTA Online is going to be the Perico heist. Now, I was just talking about with the contract, how that'll take you right around like an hour and 15 minutes if you do everything efficiently. The Perico heist, it should probably take you right around 50 minutes to do if you're doing everything efficiently. It's not only quicker to do, it actually makes you even more money than the contract. If you also get the elite challenge, it probably makes you right around 1.3 million to like almost like 1.9 million dollars. So you make that much money in only 50 minutes of work. And then unlike the Diamond Casino heist, you can actually do this heist solo. So you can choose to not have a partner that'll drag you down. And another cool thing that you can do with this heist is that you can actually do this entirely stealthily, which I would highly recommend you if you're doing the Cayo Perico heist to do this entirely stealthy. But that is why the Cayo Perico heist is gonna come in at my #1 spot. So that was the top 9 ways to help you make millions in GTA Online. So hopefully after listening to these top 9 ways to help you make millions, you can actually buy yourself a penthouse just like me and buy whatever else you want in this game. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me travel all the way across the map with a 5-star wanted level with the new electric bike in GTA Online.